I know that making a baby registry can feel very overwhelming, especially if it's your first baby. I'm here to help, and I've spent way more time on this than I would like to admit, but I just genuinely wanted to make it as simple and easy and straightforward as possible for you to create a custom baby registry for your family. So when thinking about how to be the most helpful, I just did not feel like sitting here and talking for 20 minutes about specific items was gonna be the best use of your time. Priorities are different for everyone, budget is different for everyone, style is different for everyone, the day-to-day is different for everyone, and every baby is different. And you're not gonna know 100% what your go-tos will be until you're living it, right? So it's not black and white, which is overwhelming sometimes, but also it's nice to have options. There's really only a handful of items that you need to get by. And returns, exchanges are easy. Delivery nowadays is so simple, it can be at your doorstep within an hour. And baby doesn't care as much as we care about picking the perfect brand or picking the item that works the best. You didn't realize something else worked better. And you need to get what you need, but baby doesn't care what diaper bag you picked. And remember that this is just the start of this new journey, and people are really excited to be a part of this new chapter of your life and help you build that foundation to get started. You can continue to grow on that foundation as time goes on and you learn what you and baby need. So I made something for you, and I'm really excited about it. I really truly think this is all you need in order to build a baby list that you will be confident in. But first, I want to mention a couple key things to remember and think about. I think it's very important for new parents to take a CPR class. It's nice to just have that foundation of if anything were to happen, it just gives you peace of mind. Like, you don't want to have to think about it. That's not something that you want to have in your mind of needing to do, but if anything were to happen, you're ready. And I just think that is priceless, valuable information to have. Another thing that I really want to mention, because I think it's an amazing idea and I have used it, my sisters used it, a lot of my friends have used it because it's such a great idea, is when we sent out the invites for our baby shower, we asked people to bring a book instead of a card. And if you just Google that, bring a book instead of a card, baby shower, there's examples of how you can do it and there's cute ways to put that out. But instead of people spending $5, $6, $7 on a card that you don't know what to do with, you basically ask them to buy a book to start building a library for your little one, and they can sign in the book in the same way that they would have signed in a card, and then they get to keep that message forever. So I just wanted to share that idea with you too. And we'll talk about this more later, but also don't forget about you and your postpartum needs. Those are things that can be on a baby registry too. Labor, I had a labor gown that I absolutely loved. That's something you can put on there too. Your relationship. There are so many fun things that you can do and add to your baby registry for when life changes and the dynamic changes and baby's really small and you can't necessarily get out of the house like you used to. When my firstborn came, when he was born, my husband and I signed up for, I think it was some sort of date box that came once a month. And we loved it. You know, we couldn't go on a date on a whim anymore like we used to, but we would put baby down at night and we would sit at the table and we'd do these date boxes. And we still, 7 years later, have things that we made and did with those date boxes in our cabinets and drawers. Like, we use them. It's a fun thing to add, those adventure challenges, or there's all sorts of different things you can do. But even though life has changed so much and you're tired and you know you're adjusting to all the differences, it's still important to sit down and find time to spend together. Making the baby registry, I think it's great to have a couple options. So I have always done Amazon and Target, mostly Amazon, and then I'll usually have a few things in Target as well, but mostly because there's great perks to having baby registries there. I don't recommend adding a ton of baby clothes on your registry. Baby grows out of clothes so fast in that first 12 months. And also, people tend to want to pick what they think is cute. So not that they won't look at outfits that you've put on your registry, but when they're excited and they're looking for outfits to buy baby, at least in my experience, they don't recognize that as much as they recognize when they're shopping things they think are cute. There's just so much more that I would prioritize over baby clothes, and I would say have your baby shower, see what clothes people get you, because they're going to pick things. It's a fun part of a baby shower. You're going to get cute baby clothes that other people have picked. See what you like, what you don't like, what you want to return, what you want to keep, and then I would use more of the gift cards to buy outfits. Make sure you add gift cards to your registry, but there's necessity clothes and there's just cutesy clothes. And that's where I personally like to prioritize making sure I have what I need, and then the fact that people are gonna pick what they like, and then you can adjust from there. Marketplace, wonderful. There's so many things I got on Marketplace or Buy Nothing groups on Facebook. They're all around the country. Find your area and join your Buy Nothing group, because a lot of times people who are done having babies, they have items, especially clothes, that they don't need or use anymore. We have gotten both of our convertible crib sets off of Marketplace. So what I recommend is just kind of keeping an eye out on Marketplace, that if you see something pop up, you can snag the deal, even if it's before your shower. We have found some really great, pretty much new items on Marketplace for way cheaper. Also consider if you're gonna have more than one baby, because that can affect a lot of decisions on products that you make. So we got a stroller specifically knowing we wanted more kids that expanded and could have a second child option. So just making the most of your purchases based off of your plans. Everybody has different budgets and priorities. I tend to go for items that are quality and they do the job well. Whatever job I need done, it does the job. I don't necessarily need the name brands or the trending items, but I am willing to splurge on things if it benefits my day-to-day. So I will spend more if it's something that I really love, or it's something that I think will make a difference in my day-to-day or my children's day-to-day. There's always gonna be more things that you need to buy. So it adds up quick. Splurge where you wanna splurge, save where you wanna save, and just make the best decision you can based off of your priorities and what your family needs are. Another recommendation I have is not to shy away from the smaller items. I think it's nice to be able to give a variety of price ranges for everybody that's gonna be shopping for you. And a lot of times, at least in my experience and experiences at baby showers that I've been to, people enjoy kind of putting together their own basket. So if you have like a bunch of little bathroom things, they can put together a bathroom basket and get a container, and here's shampoo, here's a little toothbrush, and they just make their own gift based off of a bunch of smaller things on your registry. And I just think that's great because it gives people the option to work within their budgets as well, instead of only putting higher priced items on your registry, which can work too. I like the variety. I think it's nice to have that flexibility for people, and also just have it on there so you don't forget about it and you can get your completion discounts with that after the baby shower. Okay, now my gift for you. I have made you a baby registry. There's over 150 items put as a placeholder of everything I can possibly imagine that you would want, need, or consider. This has taken me several months. I have looked through all of my old baby registries. I've looked through all the things in our house that we use regularly with 3 babies. I have sent this list to so many moms that have looked at it, given me feedback. I've put things on it that I didn't think about that they recommended. And I've put a lot of work into the items placed in this list. But here's the thing. I don't want you to add every item I have on the list. I want you to see it as a placeholder of an item to consider. So Amazon, Target, they'll help you through a baby registry. They'll be like, hey, did you think of a stroller? Hey, did you think of a car seat? Hey, did you, and mention all these things and give you suggestions. But there are so many little things in the regular day-to-day life of a mom, when you travel, when baby's sick, when there's just so many things that you don't think about until you're in it. Let's say you look at the list and see a sound machine. That doesn't mean buy this sound machine. That means consider a sound machine. So I have an Amazon list linked below that you can click on and scroll through all these placeholders of items that maybe you wouldn't have thought about. So there's things in there that I put in there because I love them and I use them all the time, and I've used them for all 3 kids, and they're amazing and they're quality and they've worked great. I have things that I put in there that are just a placeholder for you to say, hey, do I want this item? And then pick whatever item you want. But that's what I love about this list, is every single item has a note section. So I have gone through and I have left a note on every item where if you want more details about why this is in here, do I love this item? Is it just a placeholder? What's something to consider about this item? There's notes. Look, you can look at them. You can click on the item. You can look at it. If you want that specific item, just go down, add to baby registry. I'm not claiming personal experience with all of them, but I did make sure to put a list together that was a quality list and something I would personally make. You got this. It's not as hard as it seems. It's not as overwhelming as it feels. And let's just take this step by step, and I've got you covered. I want you to go into this saying, let's do this. Here's everything I need. Do I want it? Do I not want it? And you know what? If I figure it out later, that's fine too, because I can return things, I can exchange things, and I can figure it out as I go. Please let me know if you think of something that I should add to the list. I really want to make this the best it can be. And whether you're mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, friend, whoever you are, if you're interested in more reviews, tips and tricks, creative ideas, join the village, hit that subscribe button, and please join the conversation in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your ideas, your encouragement for people putting baby registries together. I'm really, truly hoping this will be a great resource for you and that I can help as many people as possible not feel overwhelmed with making a baby registry so that they can enjoy it all the more.